Which one of these Pokemon card sets is the next Evolving Skies? Let's talk about it. Over the last year, there's been a lot of talk about which set is going to be the next Evolving Skies. And it really is a two-faceted question, because when you're talking about Evolving Skies, you can either talk about it from the standpoint of the actual set itself, the cards that are in it, the actual theme, what the set is, or you can talk about the financial aspect and how it performed on the market, which Evolving Skies is definitely one of the outliers, much like Team Up during Sun and Moon and Roaring Skies during X and Y, where it just literally exploded out of nowhere and just went up to astronomical numbers. But there's a reason why that happens. And when it comes to Evolving Skies, it's because it is just such a great set, packed full of great cards, great characters, and just some of the coolest artworks I've ever seen. That's why it is absolutely one of my favorite sets in all of Pokemon, to be honest with you. Especially, obviously, the evolutions. You know, you get the Moonbryon, the Leafeon, the Glaceon. All those cards are just so stunning. So when it comes to that aspect, when you're talking about the actual set, there really is only one set in my mind that you can actually compare to Evolving Skies. And I know over the last year, there's been a lot of talk. Is it 151? Is it Destined Rivals? Is it Prismatic Evolutions? And now there's a lot of talk about, is it Ascended Heroes? Which I understand, Ascended Heroes is a very good set. It's packed full of great artwork, but it is a brand new set. So it has not been tested by the market, and it hasn't been tested by the people. So we have to wait and see with Ascended Heroes. But the set that comes to mind for me, I gotta be honest, I know there's gonna be a lot of haters down in the comment section. Go ahead, say what you want. But I think Prismatic Evolutions, as far as what the set theme is going to be the closest to Evolving Skies. Because Evolving Skies basically came from the Japanese sets, Eevee Heroes, and I believe it was Blue Sky Stream, which was the Rayquaza set. But the majority of it is all Eevee Heroes from the Japanese set, which focus on all the evolutions. So which of the modern sets that we have now that is still in rotation, that is, by the way, is still at a great price, even though there's a huge reprint coming soon, especially for the booster bundles, I still think right now Prismatic Evolution is a great buy, by the way. But I digress. The idea is that Prismatic Evolutions, because it is an evolution set, it is heavily centric on the evolutions. It is going to be the closest to Evolving Skies for the actual set itself. And I know Prismatic kind of sucks because the hit rates are really hard. There's no IRs, it's basically all SIRs. I believe it's 22 SIRs, which is wild for a set. So it does make it harder to pull because pull rates are just so atrocious. I've opened up so much Prismatic Evolution, and I've only pulled 2 SIRs. And I think I've opened maybe 200 packs, so it's ridiculous. I don't recommend opening Prismatic Evolutions, to be honest with you. Even though it is a fun set, because when you do pull that SIR, it really is an amazing feeling, because they are absolutely goated, stunning artworks. I know a lot of people hate the Terra Crowns and everything. I wasn't a fan of the Terra Crowns at first, but they did grow on me, especially on that Umbreon, the Sunbreon. It is just such a beautiful artwork. I really absolutely love it. But yeah, so in my opinion, Prismatic Evolutions is going to be the closest thing as a set theme with the cards to Evolving Skies. But now let's get into market performance and what set is going to perform the best like Evolving Skies. And with this one, it really is tough to say because there really are so many sets. If we're talking about just modern sets, you could make an argument for 151. You can make an argument for Prismatic Evolutions. You can even make an argument for Ascended Heroes. Destined Rivals, I really don't even think. I know there's so many people love Destined Rivals. I really don't think it is that amazing of a set. It is a good set, I will give you that. But for me, it is just, and everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own taste in sets. For me, Destined Rivals just isn't it. It's not my favorite set. I don't love it. But I do understand that you do have Team Rocket people out there that do love it, and I will give you that. But as far as sets that are still in print that I think are going to perform just like Evolving Skies are definitely going to be 151 and Prismatic Evolutions. I cannot speak for Ascended Heroes because it is still a brand new set. I know the set value right now is insane. It's about, I believe, $7,000 or so. But I definitely anticipate those prices are going to drop as we get more product, people start opening it. It's a great set. That Gengar is absolutely stunning. I want it so badly. The Dragonite is also stunning. There are a lot of great cards, especially that Pikachu. I actually think my favorite card in the entire set is that Pikachu. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like wild, terrestrialized, but it's a very clean, beautiful aesthetic artwork that I believe every collector should have in their collection because it's just so beautiful. And of course, it's Pikachu. It's the main character of the hobby. You gotta love him. And I think that will be one of the top cards in the set for sure, performance money-wise. And I believe it is, I believe, top 3 cards. But yeah, so when it comes to that aspect, financially, I think you're either looking at either 151 or Prismatic Evolutions. And as far as value-wise, because you do have the Umbreon, which I believe right now is back over 1,000 raw, and in a PSA 10 is more than the Moonbreon, which is insane. I mean, I love both of those cards, but I still think the Moonbreon is S tier. They're both S tier, but you know, S tier plus, and then regular S tier. So I give the Moonbreon the top spot. But again, I digress. I think if you're looking at both now and you talk about the set theme and the value, how it's going to perform, I really think you just have to give that to Prismatic Evolutions as being the next Evolving Skies. Like, I really just think so, because it is an EV set. Evolving Skies is mostly an EV set. It's all the evolutions are in there basically, and Prismatic Evolutions is all EVs, so you got to give it. And we know Prismatic Evolutions is going to perform very well, especially once that set goes out of print. It's just going to skyrocket, even with the amount of product that is out there. Pokemon even came out and said, we're going to print this into the ground, and it really has done nothing to the market. The ETBs are almost $200. The booster bundles are about $70, so they dipped a little by below 60, I believe. A great buying opportunity there. I picked up quite a bit. But even with the reprints, it keeps going and going and going. And I think once this set is out of reprint, it is going to skyrocket, and you're going to see another Evolving Skies situation. So, my opinion, I think Prismatic Evolutions will be the next Evolving Skies. Alright guys, if you got value out of this video, drop a like, comment down below what you think of my opinion. Do you think Prismatic Evolutions is the next Evolving Skies, or do you think it's another set? Let me know. You know, if you hate Evolving Skies or Prismatic Evolutions, roast me in the comment section. I don't care. I think it's a great set. But anyways, drop a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, bell notification on so you know when I make another video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!